He
And
said,
actually,
Stan,
to meddle into our conversation, no one was talking to. That's true.
I don't know, recording, talking, we're
Huh.
talking. He said, one time, we are in the shelter in the wine room, in the day room. And I'm talking with my family, Katrina, Eric, and Stan. And so he said, Middle East family. He said, also Royal, also me. And they want to know why I don't want to date Mike at the house. He just said, Stan says, they just asked her, do you want to have prolapsed or not? The girl that was dating Mike Parenta, and she looks kind of, Stan says she has curly hair, dark, about my height, and is the one that you saw with him first. And this long, Stan says the other one. He says you saw four women with him. They were ones that he was looking at, all of them bad. And he says, and then he comes over with this one. He looks like Stacy Workman from the. He says, they person. They claim they are the person. That you don't know what you're talking about. That she was always in this area, always in this area. I don't know what she is talking about. Why in the world would you come over here and tell me that I was in your area all the time? And those restraining orders, I don't know what you're talking about. Those don't exist anymore. And I have papers. And she says, and I have the paper that I stole from your purse. And well, I don't know how I got that, but somehow I have all the things that you had, and I don't know why I'm following you around everywhere. So I'm going to put my brainstem in yours, and then you'll think that you did it like I did with Sarah until she realized it was. And then she was really angry, and Abby doesn't know what it is, and I can't possibly stop touching you because I must sit inside a woman who has said you may never touch me for any reason because if you do, there are papers to kill you. So I thought I'd go to the police if I just I just happen to know your account passwords. I don't know how that happened. I have your license and I have your social your birth date. It's not the 7th anymore. It's not the 7th. It was the 7th, and that's new. She says, well, that's weird. Reality orientation. Stan says they damaged her to take everything out. He is using his gift to hold on to her until he leaves tomorrow. Does not want to get out of the inside of her body. Knows she does not want that and has stated, get out, put it together, and stop. Stan says does not want people to use anything to damage my internals and make me look ugly and everything else. Stan says make me look like I'm not me. So she thought, well, I'll just make you look like, well, I don't know, maybe the one that you don't like the most. And then you just won't know the difference because it's just something that I happen to know everything you ever knew. And I happen to know everyone you ever knew. And I just happen to write down every single thing I ever said for some reason. I don't know why I felt something the day that I saw you, and I had to find you, and I had to know you, and I had to be you, and I had to see you, and I had to have you. And that was what he wrote the first time. And she says, oh my God, I knew this. I knew this. Stan said, this is the words that Alex wrote to Wendy, and this is so beautiful and poignant in the way we are together. And so he thought, well, I don't know, maybe I'll just create another one so I can take and be and have. And he says, I don't know why you were thinking this. She loves what you wrote, loves you, loves being with you, always happy to see your family, never ugly, never does anything she shouldn't, never thinks anything she shouldn't, doesn't talk about things she shouldn't, doesn't want things she shouldn't, doesn't take things that she could, and doesn't ever hurt people that damage her to the point that she no longer has a middle. But I understand that you thought if I mentioned Alex that, well, I don't know how it is, but I just feel like I should say something that maybe I should sit here and sit in your body and just I think I should just take it apart. I just feel like I should take it apart. I feel like it. I just feel it. And I just think, well, I just will. And so, well, I just will. And I don't know why you told me that the police have stated I may not touch your body for any reasons. So I thought, well, I'll just take the bones apart, and everything that you ever wore is at my house now somehow. And somehow all your pictures and your things are there, even the painting. Even the painting that you made, and somehow I don't know how it is. It looks like something I do now, and well, I don't know how it is that I have your memories in my head, and I don't know how it is that you're sitting in the shelter with your family who knows you as Wendy Gore, and the other side is Sarah, and then her face pops up. Stan says it's really weird how you're not black, that black. You're not that black, but her face pops up.
Watch your mouth.
Stan says it's not that. It's the fact the woman that stole my identity is completely black. I'm only half.
Yeah.
So she says,
Like,
Stan
not
says
white,
it's Oprah and
because
her friend who came over and said, we know the person that's doing it, and she doesn't want to know if she's, but Stan says there is one that is, there's about 5. The other one is white. She saw her. She shows up everywhere she is, does not stop. And now Alex, he says, I don't, Stan says, you are aware I am here. You have your grandfather, and I pointed him out to the police officer, and I also in front of the security guards. So we are aware that your family is on site. We are aware that I am on site. We are aware that you are on site, and also not time limited and not limited. It is my body and has been for 52 years, along with the memories and also the titles. Stan says, have been a royal all my life, has been money all my life, has been people and family all my life, also related to all the world leaders, also the other side. So I don't know how I could suddenly not be, and I don't know how I could suddenly look like this, and I don't know how I could suddenly not have my family. But it's something that I had children and grandchildren alive and seeing and with me and everywhere in the world known. And now you're here and they're gone, and I don't look good and I don't feel at all and I can't do anything, but you didn't do anything. So we went to the doctor and he said, well, every doctor is just, well, I don't know. Maybe I went to the doctor and changed things in their heads so they don't know anything about you either. If there's something wrong, we just don't know. So you can't get healed, and I can't have you have a test that would show anything. And I don't know why that is. So I'll look at Mike and maybe he'll answer. And he says, well. And he said, three's a crowd. You have to go to him and you say, do you want to talk to me, or did you just want to get my attention when you went to the police station and told them, yeah, I'm here, and no, she doesn't talk to me, and yeah, my family's here on site, and I'm looking at them, and no, she doesn't bother them, and yeah, they work, and yeah, they heal, and they haven't been, and she hasn't said much to him. A few times has said it, but somehow, I don't know, somehow, and we have people here, right here, and so I don't know how that is, and others. So he says, I don't know how that is, that she's here and you don't know who that is. You don't know who that is. Isn't that weird? You don't know who that is. And that's really weird because it's your mother-in-law. Stan says it's his mother-in-law. She's here. She wanted to see if you were doing stuff. And he says, I told him that's enough of this funny business. Give her the fucking things back. Stan said after he saw you today, he went and decided to marry the girl that came over. And that was Mike's dad. And he says, game over. You don't have any of them. And he says, why did you want to have somebody? He said, I wanted to see if you choose me and stay in here, baby. He said, that was Mike. He just used his gift to jump through the room and ignore the fact that the kids were outside and you need healed. And he says, well, Steve Plank, I said, I guess I'll stay. And he says, thank you. And Stan says, can you heal and stop pulling it open now? Stan says, you do not need to hold me open. You do not need to touch me. Stan said it was the guy from the place who claims he's not here. That was his mother. And the other one is his son-in-law now. Because Stan said they have a family member here. He said, I got married yesterday and I didn't want to tell you. Yeah, he said, not me. Stan, he says, I didn't get married. Mike got married. And then he came forward and said, I don't know why she claims that I'm obsessed and have to have her. He says, well, you have your parents in here, you have your daughters in here, and the one is not stopped with her. So I'm not sure why the fuck she's here, but I understand that she was told to leave and she doesn't like that. So she thought she'd come over here and try to use the gift to come inside anyway. So we said, no, I don't think I like that. So then you decide to come up. Stan says, you are here. We don't want you. Do not come back for any reason. The people that hurt, but the people that are hurt stay. Come back, baby. You don't hurt. Come in. We see. Come in. We see. Baby, come back. Stan said, the point is this. We have two men that got married today. Stan says, Alex says, I went to the courthouse yesterday and got a license to marry this woman because I knew I was going to marry her because she's ugly. And Stan said, because I did not want to tell you, he is very ugly if he doesn't get his way. Then he finds out, so he says, nah, I don't think I'll marry her. Stan says he's not married, he wants to say yes, so he doesn't have to talk to you and doesn't want to. And Steve says, I was going to get married today, but I think I'll wait till tomorrow. So and then you don't have any of the men to go to do anything that would look at your rear end to see if you got one. He says, and that was a while ago. I said, yeah. Yeah. He said, I told you they were going to do something and make them not look at the area that they wouldn't leave alone. And I know that you don't do things like that. So, well, I guess that Stan says, and now you see, they are both doing and they don't care and they don't care. She said, if you say it's okay, then we'll, Stan says, well, he'll get out of my insides.
Go check it elsewhere, whatever I'm working on prepping next salad and stuff like that. And then wait for 6
She said, we'll hear you if you say it's okay that we come over and touch you and do things with them. And we'll say it's okay that you have things with others because we don't care as long as it isn't like alcoholics. And then Steve doesn't want to do anything because we know that he's not going to anyone to go forward and tell people. I don't think that I need anybody, but I know that she doesn't have anybody. About 2 minutes after I left today, Stan said he went to the courthouse and claimed that you were going to come over and say something to him, and he wanted to make sure that you couldn't. So he told the police to just tell them that you're not here anymore, and that we're not, come back in here, baby, don't leave, and we're not here anymore. And he says, I wasn't going to leave anymore after tonight because he said that he didn't want to have sex with you after he felt the way she felt married her. And he says, the way she feels is the way she feels. And Stan says, understand that she may feel that way, but she is not good. She hurt people and she doesn't care. And you do not get to put my brainstem in her to make her that, or any other body part, or any of my loved ones. So you are stuck with the whack job you chose. Does not get to keep my brainstem or anything else. He said, we don't want you to have the brainstem. And I said, I don't really give a fuck what you want. However, it's against the law to harvest organs from people and to harvest things from people, and you are. Now, I want it back, and you may not mix it up or take it or keep a part of it to make another one. You also may not have anything from anything that is mine. So everything that you have is mine, and you don't have that anymore because I took it. Now, any questions about whether or not I said it's okay for you to come around and take my shit and then disappear and then don't, he said you took the ability for her to see, you took the ability for her to reason, you took the ability for her to have, you took the ability for her to have the gift, you took the ability to even function because you just thought, well, why not? I don't think she needs that.
I said, are you serious?
I have been filing complaints and asking for a restraining order for the past 4 years to get away from these people. And Stan says, and also said she will be responsible for the death of my family. And now we know. No, I don't think we need Janet Rasmussen, any name they go by is family. And we understand that they're related to all the people in this ring. Stan said they relate themselves to the Gladner and the Bandwagoner and the others. They're the primary traffickers. And also the people with them. So we don't know, but we don't know this. I don't think I want to go to Steve and say, can you ask for something? He said they told me at the White House that I can't come back and do anything because I don't want to come over and be sick with the person who told me, I don't want you to be ugly, we need your help, and please stay. And that's the reason why. So I will help and I will stay. Stan said then the help is now stop the attack.
Yeah.
And remove them because I don't want anybody holding a side. Stan says, do not leave anything in my body that is not mine. And mine is what I had before they took it and messed it up. Stan says they messed it up. Please put it back and thank you. And thank you so much for helping. And also, we asked, he said, I don't think my mom wants to come over and try to do that again. And I don't think that she wants to talk to anybody.
Born
Is
in
that
Jomar?
Is that Jomar? I can't tell if it's Jomar or not.
Didn't think of it that way, but it's the name true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, thank you, love you.
Not clean.
He said a lot of extraneous words. Thank you for staying. Stan says, I know that you don't want this, but he said, all right. Thank you. Thank you for having your brother here and love you and thank you. He said, I don't want you to have this with my family because I don't want you to come back in here. But I don't want him to come back and say what the fuck is going on that she can't even think anymore because he wouldn't get out of it.
No, it's all right.
Hmm.
That symbol right there, it's the letter S for Starbucks.
Oh.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, she did the whole face. He said also wanted to do something. Stan says he says, I don't want to have
The
this
symbol for
anymore.
Starbucks, that's
So I don't want
right
to not
here.
have
Ooh,
you. And
guys.
so I guess we'll keep you. But
yes.
he said
With
it's
the
a good thing
tiara.
that you sat with her
And above
tonight
that,
because they
the North
complained that you
Star.
were here
Right,
with my
it's a star,
family.
it's a star.
And she said, come here.
Literally bringing our
Let's see
people home
me.
kind of way. The star, woo, ooh, and it's happening right here. Ooh, and be more Baltimore, whoa, ooh, ooh.
You can lay down too if you
A
want to
lot
come
of
back
history took place
in.
out here, and this is new history feature.
So sorry, he said so. It's a good thing. Stan said you've got proof that I'm here and proof that you're here and proof that we're here. And you've also got to get a picture of him because he's family. He said the one there in the doorway is family. Also, you got, he said a little bit, a second or two. He says, that's my brother. He said, that's my brother. He said, that's my brother here in the shelter. So he said, you understand that this is proof that my family's here and they are here because I said, yes, we'll come back and we'll see. Come on, babies. Stan says, you've got about 2 families that want to do anything for you, our family and maybe the Van Wagner Senior. He said the Van Wagner grandmother. Stan says, not the Van Wagner grandmother, the one that is here. Stan says, don't do my head.
Still around because she don't want God's kingdom to come together.
She said the one woman is evil, the other one is not. We thank you. And she said that she was listening. Stan says that's why she was listening. He said the Van Wagner grandmother was a one mother that didn't want to do anything and she didn't. And she really cares and you really care.
The most work has been done.
Says you don't want Van Wagners. Stan said we don't want the rest of them, but that one. She said he says if we even say we want one, he just said he's gonna fucking come after the family.
Yeah, she tried to keep. She was no
Becky
one.
McKean love her,
But
and
certainly
also
did not with
Kimberly
strong G
Cantor.
royal family to
And
come
also
together.
Stan says we love them. They
Not one in
love
the world to be
Susan. She says,
beautiful
I
at all,
don't know
but
what
wanted
they
to
think.
be
She said
very
we do love
ugly,
you.
dark
I'm gonna
gray,
say
and
some
very
things
ugly.
for
I
you. So thank you. She said if you try
You
to talk
agree?
with Van Wagners, he'll fucking come after everybody
When
you
he
know.
tried to do
Because
it,
he said she doesn't want to know
but
what he
didn't
did to
really
your
do it.
face.
But it
But he
is
says it
ignorant
looks
head.
like
It's
shit
upset.
beside your face, beside
From
your
the pit of
body.
hell to seventh
He said,
floor
we
to
know he's
heaven.
been doing you.
Not
He
until
does
you
the
rip,
same
but
thing to other
jagged.
people.
Whoa,
And we know that he
damn.
hurt them
Ooh,
bad, and we don't
shoot.
want that
Not
to
only
happen
rip, but
anymore.
jagged.
And she said, we're saying is stop, and you can't have the Van Wagner.
Thought so, but did
She
not
said,
do
you
that.
can't have
Well,
them that kill everything in you.
doing that,
Bitches
they
are
thought it could do what? Make another world. Oh, wait,
I
true.
don't get him out. Stan
Yes,
said that
yes,
is really
it's true.
Jennifer, who doesn't want to
Hello, how you
stop
doing,
having
fam?
sex with Van
True.
Wagner now.
You been at, you didn't take your bomb home last. I don't remember, yeah.
He said you're they're in the chest wall. He said you're going through the back, and I said stop. Do you know what stop means? We don't want this done. It means stop. Come here, babies. Come on in. Bring all the littles and middles and talls and smalls and bigs and all come in. He said she's sending them out. Stan said Nancy fucking Ladner is in this room, wants to take you, has her bottom in her dad's bottom in your front and beating your brain in your back so you can't feel her beating your body. She was on top of your grandbabies as young as one, raping and cutting them with things to have her feel with the woman that she's obsessed with because she doesn't like her, and stated, don't touch me and leave my family alone. So, and you're not related and you have no rights to this, and you're not royal and you're not that. So she thought she'd just take your fucking body apart and put it in with the people that did this. So the primary traffickers are the people that you've named, plus the other people that are coming from the other area to now reside in an area with a woman that they were told never to come near. She said, Van Wagner's here. I want to take you down the street so that you can have a chat with him about why you have a restraining order against him for murdering your family.
From all sides of the family.
The
right side,
and also me.
And also,
she said the people in the place are aware that he's here. They're aware that you're here. They're aware that he's gifted. He harms and we stop. Now let go of my fucking body.
Oh shit. Espionage loony. Ryder got him. Oh shit. Oh shit.
And all the way out of my body. And all the way out of my body. All of you.
Cold.
She said also, he said that's the one woman here, Mary's mother, who's going around talking to all your family members and doing things with them, and not you. He said that's Tracy. Stan says we need her to heal, please. Thank you.
How you doing? You already know.
He said I'm not saying that, but we need her to heal, please, and thank you. And I don't want them. She says also the other people was going to say.
Slowly. That's why he took his woman. It's true.
He said they're down the street. And the Ladner, he wants to have a chat with you and Terry and Ben and Mike Coleman and Drew and all those fuckers and Kim and Tim and all of them. Why the fuck you don't want your body mutilated? He said we've been damaging a woman's body that looks like yours and we were yeah, and my children and my grandchildren and a lot of people I know. He said, so we understand that you said no to being touched by the 8 billion. And the stance is also anybody else that's doing it anywhere, and the Fink and the others. She says no harm. So that we say no harm. The stance is also no one that I'm related to harm. She said you can't make me stop if I don't want to fucking do shit.
Well, you keep doing it. You love pain. He
said, Stan says now, no one can harm anywhere for any reason. So you have no reason to harm, you can't do it anywhere. And also have been still, come back in, babies. Fire truck come by and they're calling them out.
Strict kill your ass. They say that shit. Yeah. The Dominican rights to do it. Damn! Anywhere, anyhow, I want to do it. I'm all the way about it. They say that shit. Ooh, I pledge allegiance to him, to God himself, Joseph Scarborough. Oh, wait, Allah, Most High. Oh, wait, yeah, it's true. Take my religion.
You have to, he said, one time I said, fall asleep, and you took here, 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 and here out. Stan said, it has been said, you cannot touch my damn body and do a fucking thing to it. Come here, pumpkin. You guys can sit out here. We're sitting here with mommy. Come in the house and bring him back in. No, this way, baby. This way. And they can sit down over here if you want. So Stan says the reason why, he said they have been told you don't get another second of my life, my family, my body, and you do not get to change me into another person so that you can have access to me that way, or change yourself into another person so that you can have access to that, or someone else to do it. Nothing, no harm.
It
You
doesn't
said I
mean
have
you want to
someone
be
else. You said
surrounded by
no.
all grace. And they say that shit.
You
You're
do
turning
not get to
thing.
touch people
You're not
with
turning
harm.
it into a
You
mental
do not get
institution.
to keep
Bullshit.
them.
Damn.
He said I
They're trying
cut
to
most of
balance
her
it.
arm. He said then you better
shit.
fucking
The
get off her.
world. Oh shit. It's true. Yeah.
Stan says he's
Oh,
just said, Van Wagner's dad just said I cut most
Sable.
of her arm.
Ah,
Nothing in the
yeah,
brachial
Sable.
artery, and that's Stan
That's
Ladner.
true.
He said,
Not
what
fucking
part
up
of
in
no
the
do you
morning,
not
that's true.
understand?
Oh, wait. Let's say to heal it, to nurture it.
Lori Morgan,
Yeah, I agree.
what part of no don't you understand?
Apply love where it needs to be love.
You
and
cannot
the need for
have
healing.
another
Damn.
second
Damn.
piece of our family and our time
Damn.
and our things. Now, you don't need to have a chat with me. You've had your talk. I told you to your face last week when you showed up, you are violating a protective order. You may not have anything to do with me or my loved ones. You may not have anything from us. You may not touch us with anything or anyone, and you may not have anything from us.
Nope.
And that is the way it is. And I said that also goes for you and every other person anywhere that would do anything to harm or make us not ourselves. And no, we're not going to do that. You're not going to be known shit.
Straight kill your fucking ass if you need to. That's what she's saying. It's true. She put out there on the water down words. I'm going to give it to you on the real. We're going to fucking kill you if you don't leave us the fucking alone. Damn! Oh!
That is my family. Stay
Damn!
not going to touch our family. It stands as
That's our
babies and
mom
all
and
these
all
children that
tribes
are
in
running
Africa on
through.
your way.
Come back in
Damn!
because you're going
Yeah.
over there and they hit. They'll come here and sit down over here. You can
Alpha
come,
and
you can
Omega.
come sit
Yeah,
anywhere in this room.
Move.
You can walk around, but stay in here.
Nation
Stay.
of Islam on
Come
your
back,
ass
baby.
like
That's
that.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Come here,
Nation of Islam represents all tribes of Africa.
Come on,
Damn.
baby. You can
Yeah.
lay down if you want to. You can sit down and walk around. You don't have to. Yeah, just stay in here with mom.
The real deal Islamic brothers and sisters.
He said the person
Now put
that
on
you were
your
talking
shit.
to, Stan says you don't
Yeah.
understand what it's
Oh,
like to
shit.
tell that man no and be in a room alone with him. Say, I know what it's like to be in a room alone with those fuckers and in an area with those people, and it's nighttime and we're scared. Stan says, and I was there.
Do that.
That
Yeah,
would come back in, baby,
today
and he's
to be-
terrified.
to get
He
some
said
money.
this little boy
I
is
agree.
4,
True.
and he's terrified because he
I want
knows
them
that
in
his
the way
dad was
they
just
as well,
hit in the
too.
face
It's true.
everywhere, and they
We
wouldn't
got
stop, and he
around,
couldn't
we got-
breathe or
Oh,
see, and they kept
it's
beating
true.
him and laughing.
Listen,
And then
you
she
do
comes in with
situation
another
to
little
the
boy who's the same
Whoa.
age as him, and then does the same thing, and they
In
says,
our
"You're next,
way,
Jim."
an atheist. That's
And
true.
Stan says,
That
and
one
then
that
we
was
say,
talking
we
to me out
don't say
there, she's
that,
not
we
a real
don't do that.
Islamic sister. You
And
didn't
then
say
I
that
go
shit.
to the fathers and say,
Oh,
how
yeah.
about you heal me, and
It's
how about
true.
you gift
Yeah.
the things that you gift to me so that I can do the thing I need to do? And they say,
Shannon
no,
Durden
I think we'll
this
wait
was
a
a
little
weird
bit,
shit.
just
Look how she was
something,
looking.
a
Man,
little
say that
something.
shit.
We'll
Damn.
see something,
Yeah,
to
all
see
the
maybe if you
deputies.
say
Yeah,
something
I
that's
agree. Well,
we don't know, maybe it's something.
real
He
Islamic
said,
brothers
I
and
think I
sisters
said,
wear
I
shit,
don't,
but
Stan
Tyrone
says
shit.
that's something that they
But
said.
you ethnic
The
attack.
other
Damn.
thing is, she's talking, I'm not.
shit. Yeah,
Come here, baby. And we told you that.
representing
So you
Africa
go
to
online
the
and say, I don't know why she
core
says
level of
something
the
about something, but
man, not
I
looking
don't say
like
something
that.
to something.
Oh,
I
she
don't
wanna
know.
be fake,
I don't
fake,
know.
fake,
You say,
fake,
you
real
are
fake,
well aware.
fake,
Come
fake.
back.
Yeah,
Come back.
shoot.
He
Yeah.
said, they said something to me about something that you should not have been listening to.
I'm not
You are
myself
ignoring-
for the truth.
you are
Islamic
ignoring-
sister doesn't use that
You
kind
are
of way of
ignoring
foul
the
language.
fact that
That's
I am
true.
being
Well,
violently ripped
but
apart.
knowing how they
You are
express
ignoring the fact that my family
without
members are being
using
violently ripped
Oh,
apart.
shit.
But you can
True,
make
they kinda
yourself
willingly do.
listen
Damn.
when we start to
True.
talk about something that's
By
private.
handling themselves
Now,
to
how
the
is that
core
possible that
level,
you
like,
can bring
without
every
using all
single
that foul
person
language? I agree.
that
Yeah.
was supposed
Yeah.
to stay linked to
Yeah.
me, and I
True.
know that I stated they are linked only to me
I'm
like
not just
that,
Muslim.
and I know that I said that, but somehow
I'm Muslim
you have
first.
them, and you have them, and you have them.
Whatever
Somehow
it is.
these people
Oh,
have them,
stop
but
lying.
we don't have them.
This one is Muslim.
I said I wanted them linked to us because we are
Southern
all to be
Baptist.
linked. I
And
said
Catholic.
I would
All
call
three names
them,
that
and
order.
if I had
Ooh.
to, Stan says, she just said,
Muslim,
I want them
Southern
linked
Baptist,
and I want them
and
staying.
Catholic.
But they get to, the kids get to have access to them, all the kids
I'm
get
not
to have
trying to put it
access.
out there.
All the
I'm not
men and
expressing
women that are
myself-
crying out for
myself
help.
without using
He
that-
said, you have to tell me
Ooh.
why.
that foul language.
Everybody
Bullshit.
says, because he said,
Well,
I
my
was
daddy
telling him
knows
that there's
that.
another
When
woman
he
in the
first
future
heard
that I
me
see
using all
that
that straight off.
is
Man,
gonna be
yes. Ooh wee. I mean, really great. At the end, there's
He
running his
says,
legs
"Are
like
you
Trinity.
saying
No,
this or are
you
they?"
know how
He
they
said,
push
"I was
yourself without
saying
using
one,"
them.
and he said the
That's
other.
true. But let me
He
observe,
said he
because you're
called
doing
them
it for
and
a
told
reason.
them
And
that
saying this shit stupid. Watch it
told
for a
them that we
while.
have to
Long
come
enough
back
you know what
and
you're
we
doing.
have
That
to
shit
help
okay.
them
I'm
stop
starting to feel a
snapping
little
the
better.
phone.
I'm like
Again,
to say,
the phone is snapped. Stan said it was Abigail's dad. He's doing
Yeah.
it. He has been
And they
calling
know
them.
how
He has
daddy
been
is,
talking
so
to
they
them,
were
and he has been
gritting their
told
teeth
no.
as well.
He
They
stole the
said, I
money,
know
he
how
stole the
daddy is,
family,
and
he did the
using all
things he's
this how we
doing you,
found money.
and doesn't want to be told it isn't him because he was
Not
told,
trying
no,
to
you
put it out
can't
there
let
on
the
the water
bail.
down bridge.
So he went to the elders and had sex with them, and they called the other people up there and said that he was doing
with
good
my
things
words,
and to
it
give him
really
this.
affects their
And
minds.
they said, no, I think that we've seen
Yeah.
his mind
The
when it
right
came to his
individuals.
father's
I know who to
mother.
wear,
And he said,
to
I
put
don't
it
know
on.
what in the hell you're
Oh,
thinking,
try to
but
fuck
you don't
your
do
ass
that with
up.
your own mothers. And he says, and also, I don't know what the hell
High
you're
court, high
thinking,
judicial
but
system.
why you would do that with your
High
own
court
child.
judges
And
love
what
the
the
way
hell
this
you're
is going.
thinking,
This is
telling
right
me
above
that
the
I can't
underground.
talk to a sibling if she does it.
Having high
And that
court
was
judge
another
right
one.
here.
Stan
The
says,
law
who's doing that?
right
He
here.
said, I
Damn,
didn't
that's
know.
true.
Mother
Lady
did.
Liberty, Statue of Liberty, holding the lit torch right here.
He said,
Damn, the lit torch, the light of the
he said
world.
it was his
Oh,
dad
well,
who broke the bones
France
and was put
designed
back
that.
together and
Oh,
kept taking away
wait.
their good hit.
Queen of Wales
Stop.
right here. Queen of Killer Wales right here.
So now
Queen
he
Elizabeth,
says, so you know
Sir
that he's
Charles,
not going to do
Princess Lady
anything.
Diana,
And then
Sir
he
Charles,
comes,
Sir
Stan
Henry.
says, the point
Oh, you love this
is,
whoa
you
shit.
need
Damn.
to heal,
She
you
started
need to
wearing pink
stop
with this one in
attacking
mind
me,
on pink.
and you
This is
need to
favorite color.
stop
Whoa,
doing the
ooh,
things that you
ooh,
want to do
wait.
to my family
Yes.
and taking the
That's
things
number
that
one reason.
you
The
want.
other reason
And then
for
the
the
people
Cancer
that are
Society,
here
I
are
agree.
really
Well,
depraved
knowing that
and
it's the number
evil.
one killer among
And they
African American
don't
people.
want
She
to
loves
stop.
Africa. Whoa,
So
ooh,
I
ooh.
don't
Whoa.
want to be a mess
Oh, shit.
and left in a room that I can't get out of like my little girls are, my little boys are,
Princess Lady Diana, she kind of gave her a hard
and my
time.
brothers and my family.
Why? Because she
She
thought
says,
Princess
Mom,
Lady Diana was a little too
for real.
perfect. She wanted her to be like this one.
She said I was like,
but it's
yes,
not
you were,
within
you're
her
not
walk
now.
to do.
You
It's true.
have people
That's
that
true.
can heal. He says you can heal.
Yeah, it's true.
You can heal and you
Princess
can
Lady
gather
Diana,
them
she's
and you're
gracious,
not.
like,
And
there's
you are
nothing wrong
here
with
and you're
being
not
gracious,
even
like,
trying to put
but
anything
she went,
together for me.
ooh,
And have
really?
the Stan
And
says
she's
damage
taking
it.
to
Stop
the
damaging
Let me
and
see
get
that
them out of me and do the
She loves
healing.
our poor
And
kids.
stop
Let me
damaging
say
this
it's
now.
true.
It doesn't mean go do worse.
Ooh,
He said you do the shit.
Ooh,
He said you
true.
just did it.
Yeah.
And she's doing it and trying to take over and be Miss Predictive Taster.
It's her attitude.
Miss, I stole all your body parts
Yeah.
to make it me.
Walk the walk.
But I'm convinced that I'm really you now because I stole all your things to make it me.
Her way. And there's nothing wrong with it. I love you, Princess Lady Diana.
He said
Her
she
heart,
just started
still
going on
cries
the
to this
song and
very
my
day.
brothers and my
She misses her family.
start
supposed to be
with your
taken from her
children and your
family. It was meant for her
grandchildren
to live
who
forever
need
in
you
peace
and all
harmony.
the other generations
whoa.
and the men that are trying to
Ooh,
hold us
true.
here. And also you could come over here and talk to me while you're sitting across the room watching this baby's
The one that's
getting run out of the
behind
room
me,
and not
we
doing
call
a
it
fucking
Keisha.
thing, and then trying to come and make some. I'm
Responsible
gonna.
for Princess
He
Lady
said
Diana's
we want.
death.
I said I want you to be
Told that
here.
paparazzi
And I
to
got
get
this
that
bitch,
picture,
Janet,
perfect
and then this
picture,
bitch that she's
no
made
matter
and she's
what.
done and
That's
she
what
is.
They drove
The
recklessly to
bitch,
get
not
that
me.
picture, perfect picture. That's worth a lot of way of money. It took her life, Princess Lady
He said
Diana's
they are
life,
here.
and whoever else was in the car. I think they died as well. Oh,
You need
yeah.
to stop
Get that
and
picture,
heal and
perfect
help.
picture, no
But
matter
yeah.
what. Think about currency, gain. It's true. Don't care about the lives. Just get
You
that.
guys
money.
are here,
It's true. Well,
and it's. He said
ooh,
you guys are
wait.
here. Heal, and I need it. And Steve, thank you for being here, and thank you for coming back. And he says I didn't want to.
Also responsible for
Rob was. He said he's not going to
Aaliyah's
stay after
death.
this. He's just going to go.
Ooh.
He's not going to even look. He doesn't want to.
Princess
And she just did that to be sick
Uh-huh.
because she knows that you don't want her to
Princess
say this
Aaliyah.
crap that she doesn't mean anymore. He says
They
it's
had a
not
concert
crap
that
when
night.
she,
I
it's
think
not
they had a
crap, but she
concert that
doesn't.
night.
He said she doesn't even feel good. He said she
And
doesn't
what
even feel
happened?
good because he says
The pilot was trying to
Well,
tell them it was too many
you damaged
people, too
everything
much
in my
weight
body,
to be on that
and you have
jet.
to use your
Just
gift
to work.
so I
Could
can
have got another
talk
one,
and
a real
open my
plane
jaw.
came coming.
I don't want
They
to
weren't
talk.
able to
I
do
don't
that.
want
I
to
guess
talk
that's
about
true.
this. I
People
would like
say
to
it's
talk
too
about
much
other
weight and
things.
can't do it. But they
There's
insisted, she
currently no
insisted.
openings. What
Yeah,
about
we have a
for you guys?
concert to go to. We need to all
You're
fly
looking
at
for
the
a
same
fucking
time.
job
So we
while
was
you're
like, okay,
damaging
you
me.
knew it was going to be an accident. It's just, well, up in the air, not too long up in the air.
He
broke
said
his head,
that
it come
the
on
basic
fire.
thing is that they
Shoot.
won't heal, and
Ooh,
you
wait.
need it,
The
and you
wrong
won't
kind of
do
way
it. And
scared me.
I'm not
That
sure,
happened some kind
Stan
of
says
way.
we
Ooh,
really
I
need
had
you
something to do
to,
with
and I'm
that.
asking you
Yes, it
to.
did.
He said,
But
Stan
she
says
ain't
you
died
always
that
looking
way.
out for your
True.
brother.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
always do. I
That's
watched you.
true.
And you always heal. And
That's
I
the
watched you,
image
and
that
that's
they gave
era.
us. That's how they
He
died.
said that is
Up in
Mike
the air
Coleman,
and
Get
broken
Out.
hands.
That is
In
also Era,
So
Get
on
Out.
fire.
That
So
is
her
also
body was
Jennifer,
should
Get
have been
Out.
ashes.
Also, one of the
bullshit.
Grand
True.
Wagons,
Ooh,
Get
wee,
Out. Stan
true.
said
And the
it's not
rest
the
of the
Grand
people on
Wagon,
there
it's the
to
Latin
ashes.
and fucking Janet's.
They showed her funeral in a glass casket. Oh, glass, or was it plastic? Plastic. Clear. You just see it. Her body in mint condition, perfect condition. Well, so she didn't die that way at all. She died some other kind of way. Oh, wait, it's true. Her body wouldn't have been in perfect condition being in the fire like that. I agree. Well, oh, wait, perfect. It's true. Oh, wait, it's true. By chariot. Oh, shit, it's true. Yes. No char burns or anything like that. I agree. Well, it's true. Elisa Lopez. Left eye.
He
One of the
says,
members of
we need you.
TLC.
Stan says, I need you
She
all
was
to
in
stop what you're
Africa.
doing and
Wait,
heal.
it's true.
There's a lot of things that have been
In
said that
Africa.
stop.
In the Jeep, not on the Jeep,
I
but
want
in the
you
Jeep.
out of,
That's
Stan
true.
says, do not want to be
The one that
held
was
inside
driving
my
the
body
Jeep
like
took
this,
that pathway
and
many
does not
times
want my
before.
body to be touched with
The
harm,
ground has
and does
sunk
not
in.
want this. I don't want to be handed off to
And
somebody
made a
else to
way
do
that
this.
ooh,
Steve, we
went
need
in
you to
there
heal
and
and
flipped
do
some
you
kind of way
can.
or another, and
And
they
also,
died
Dean, you
instantly on
he said
that
I
Jeep.
was
That's
taught
true.
how to,
Well,
he said I was taught how to use
yeah, the
my
wrong
gift
kind
to
of way
do it,
spirit
just
has
do
something
this
to do
well.
with that as well.
He said,
Sunk
then
the
please
ground.
do. And he says, also,
Whoa.
Stan says, you can even ask
Wait.
Steve, you need to be
True.
able to. And Uncle
Yes,
Edward,
Lisa
Edward's
Lopez.
actually my
That's true.
nephew. He said you could ask
I was
him.
upset
Stan
she
says,
didn't
we
have the
have,
same
we
kind of
will,
level of
please,
respect
thank
that
you.
Aaliyah had.
And he said, also, we've
Wait,
got
true.
other people.
I mean, they really did the thing with Aaliyah. It's true. Beautiful casket. By Cherry. That's true. Lisa Lopez should have had the same kind of level of respect. I agree. Well, it's true. They came out the same time, I believe. Yeah, around the same time. Mitchell, doing the same. It's true.
Please
Yeah.
come in. Stan
Love
says
them
it's
both. I agree. Should
24/7.
have
We
had the
gotta
same kind
have
of
it
level of
stop doing
respect.
it.
I agree.
All
Well,
of you.
but they didn't do that for her.
He
I
said
agree.
he's
Well,
provide the field and he's healing. He said she also asked for the enjoy. He said, I'm also rock hard and I know what you're like. Stan said you have a lot of things that you would like to say. I need you to heal and get those babies back in here and help
yeah.
because we didn't have these issues before. He said these people are never going to stop with you. They never want to, and I am not going to help you unless you agree that Stan
When
said
it
that
really
you
is
can be a
this
different.
one, all the ones I just mentioned. But the one that really
Steve, he
affected
says, I'm not
everyone
going to do it unless you
is
agree.
Princess Lady Diana. It's true.
He said, okay.
Instant news and direction. Wait. It seemed like the whole world stood still. I was right there in a stuck position. I know we didn't just hear that. It's true. Princess Lady Diana just died.
You want me
So
to go
quiet,
to a
everything
man who
stood
is not
still.
that and is not that
Having
and
cried,
has
God cried when
damaged me
it,
so that he can come back and say, no, I don't see that, but we
you can
see
hear a
something,
pin drop.
something,
That's how quiet
something.
and everything stood still.
And
You
he's
can hear a
with
pin
her.
drop.
Stan says it's a
As
love
light as a
father's
pin, you
father.
can hear it.
He doesn't
It's
want to
true.
do that again.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
Her heart.
I'm always
she
informed of what the
cries,
data
cries,
drawn
cries.
and the twisting of heart.
Because she misses her family. She wants to be with her family. Physical body. I agree. She is with them by spirit, but she wants to be there and that's her physical body. Holding her grandchildren and stuff like that. It's true. Family oriented atmosphere. She loves her family very much. It's true. Their number.
All right, ladies, time to come on out. 8 o'clock.
She should still be with Sir Charles. That's true. Ooh, wait. I don't like his new wife. Bullshit.
Okay.
Real.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call you back in.
I don't know why.